Hey there, Postal here. So, let me get my coffee. It's been a very weird day. So you're getting a video that I recorded without a voiceover 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I don't know. I was trying to go for the LA5 pilot or the A6M5 pilot. I don't remember which. So you're going to get my voiceover, and then I think you're going to get, I think I actually did talk during the end of the battle, or at the end, you know, the back of the hangar. Anyway, what are we in? We are in an IL-40. This is a Tier 9 Soviet ground attack plane. Really good ground attacker. Actually, both Tier 9s are. I think I've said this in my my NE 1099 gameplay. Once you get to Tier 7 and above on these lines, they both really start hitting hard. And both the Tier 9s are just ridiculous. The IL-40, in my opinion, is more flexible for attacking ground targets, as you would expect, considering it has rockets and bombs. You'll notice I'm using my guns on the soft targets. Here, I'm going to toss a rocket down. Rather than wasting my time on continually shooting that hard target and possibly missing it, just throw a rocket down. You got 8 rockets. I think you start off with 12 rockets, but you get 8 bigger rockets. And just go ahead and toss that rocket down, hit that slightly hard target, medium target, and get it flipped. And so that's what I did there. So this plane allows for more flexibility than the German line, because you've got 2 bombs, you've got the rockets, you've got some pretty good guns. They're 23 millimeters, but you've got 6 of them. And you can see they tear through the soft targets very, very quickly. Did I get all these here? Maybe. I tossed a rocket out there, it looked like. It is important to get these anti-aircraft knocked down. I didn't need both bombs there. These anti-aircraft will not kill you right away. They're kind of like death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? You've got a significant amount of hit points, but I mean, it's not infinite. And so knocking out the anti-aircraft is certainly not a bad thing. And it also helps you take over the second. So we've gotten this command center. What do we need to do? Guess we're going to go for the center. Guess we're not going to go for the center. Where are we going to go? Looks like we're going to go for the opposite command center, which makes a whole lot of sense. Because now it's their command center. And so, let's just go ahead and do that. We still have most of our rockets. We don't need to reload them. And we are already reloading our bombs. So the reload time on this plane does... Don't quote me on it, but I think it's longer than the German plane. Considering you've got bombs and rockets, you've got that flexibility, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Because you've always got something to be able to go against the ground targets. Alright, so we're definitely boosting across the map. One thing that this plane certainly lacks compared to the Tier 9 German plane is speed and maneuverability. It's pretty funny, like you think of fighters and heavy fighters as kind of being balanced. Like if you've got a lot of speed, then you don't have a lot of maneuverability typically. If you've got a lot of maneuverability, you typically don't have a lot of speed. This plane doesn't really have either, and the German plane has both. But the difference is going to be in the firepower and the air-to-ground armament, right? Right, look at that. Use our rear to help take care of that GA. They've got 3 sectors to R2, which is kind of annoying. As we flew through the center, it looks like they capped it. But this sector is definitely going to be the more important of the sectors. Let's get this AA knocked out. I'm probably going to toss a rocket. Boop. Nice. I'm going to ignore that anti-aircraft because it's attacking the bombers and I don't care. Let's see if I can drop him and die here. No, that's disappointing. Tail's knocked out, so I can't even get that those light targets. So really, really disappointing. Let's see what we can do to try to turn this around. They've got both command centers. Why did I save this battle? I'm assuming I'm going to turn this around. Maybe, possibly. Stick with me here. We're going to find out together. Alright, so we need to load up top. It does feel like this is taking forever to load. Thank you. Let's get this command center. We've already got it, what, third down? It's like half down now. They could get air supremacy very quickly. I'd like to think I need to save a game that we end up getting stomped in. Goodness gracious, what are we gonna do? We're in a very thin line. We have no room for error. And I noticed that no matter what GA you're in the game Tier 9, you don't have flexibility to mess up. This one death, I think I just dropped a bomb there, right? Yep. A bluey. This one death completely is screwing up our chances here. We're about to be air supremacy. And me being dead for 60 seconds there is just too much to overcome, right? Sure feels like it. We need to rocket the crap out of this. Lots of rockets, lots of rockets, lots of rockets. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright. So this is a start, but it's certainly not the finish. We're not down by too many points. Oh no, man, I cannot afford to die again. No, frickin' Hunter, you son of a biscuit. That's really close. Oh my god, how did I not crash there? Alright.
Hang in there.
Oh, hang in there, I'm hanging. Good god, spending way too much time with this guy. Crash again, Postal. Don't crash, Postal. Alright, so we've got 2 sectors, they've got 3 sectors. We're down on points, we're down on sectors, and we're being severely harassed by a bunch of a-holes here with a bunch of big guns. What are we gonna do about this? We don't have time to kill this guy. We need to go cap some sectors. Our gunner's getting some work in. Alright, that's fine. Let's get our boost on. I think we're gonna have the garrison, but just in case, let's go get this garrison. If we can get the garrison quicker, the bombing run will start, you know, bombing what we needed to bomb, not a freaking garrison. They've just captured... No, they haven't just captured the 3rd sector. They just got that 3rd sector. The squall line is in, so we definitely can't die now. We're running out of time, is really what this is coming down to. Let's see. Rockets away. Soft targets, we can get soft targets. Just 1 rocket is needed there. You. More soft targets. Get these with our guns pretty quickly, I'd like to think. Stupid water tower. Whatever the hell that is. Oh my goodness. We got it, finally. Alright, so we need to boost on to this command center. This is really what it's going to come down to. If we can get this command center, then we can win the game. We need to get the command center quickly. If we don't get the command center quickly, we've lost this game. Unless, you know, all the enemies die miraculously. We don't have that option, though. We don't have that kind of plane. Our plane can take over sectors, and that's it. So let's do that. We've got a little bit less than half to go. Waiting for the target to get in sight here. There's some toss a rocket down, I think. We've got our bombs back. We just need a sliver. So I'm probably going to drop... Nope, I only dropped 1. I learned my lesson, and I missed. Okay, we've got the command center. Okay, we've done what we need to do. There's an enemy plane above us. It's way above us, though. Nope, where is he? Crashing postal. Turning away from him. Trying to keep him... Oh, shoot. Can you ram us? Ram us! I think we're about to get the other garrison as well. Keeping this guy occupied. I'm turning away, and hopefully I can get my rear gunner on him a little bit better. Yes. Chunk, 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 chunk. Chunka. Our engine's knocked out. Our engine's back in. Come on. Crap. Okay, we got that 4th sector again. And I'm unfortunately just having to deal with this plane. Oh, actually he's the last one. So screw this guy. I'm taking you out. Ugh! That's how you end this battle. That's why I kept this recording. Able to get a grade 1. A lot of funky stuff here. Flying Revenge. And we got ourselves a... Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and head back. Alright, so pretty darn good battle there, in my humble opinion. 14,000 personal points. 82,000 ground damage. 425 capture points, which is what I'm really aiming for. Yeah, unfortunately I died that one time, but it is what it is. I'm able to really just kind of take what the enemy team gave us, utilize our capping abilities to just do that. Go to the next sector, destroy a bunch of stuff, go to the next sector, destroy a bunch of stuff. I did make a mental note of where, you know, the congregation of enemies was, so that I could avoid them. If I had a choice between 2 different sectors, I'd go to the one with less enemies. But overall, you know, just moving from sector to sector, putting these guns to use. I've gotten a lot better at how much damage the rockets can do. As you saw there, I put 2 bombs in a sector that didn't need 2 bombs. I need to get better with how much damage my bombs can do, but overall I'm really starting to hit my stride with the IL-40. I really do enjoy this particular plane, and yeah, I'm just like I said, kind of doing what needs to be done for this plane to succeed. I have this plane set up in a defensive manner because it isn't very fast, or at least it doesn't hold its speed very well, because it's not very maneuverable, or again, it doesn't turn when you need it to very well. It turns well enough for you know, turning around inside the sector, but not for necessarily sticking with enemy airplanes. So I've got the improved cockpit armor. I have improved reinforced skin, helping with the resistance to damage, and my pilots and gunners' resistance to being knocked out. I've actually done something a little odd with the forward-firing weapons, at least in my opinion, a little odd. I put the long gun barrels on here. I initially did it because I had a special project of USSR as I just had this lying around, and I figured I'd throw it on here. I do quite like this plane's ability now to be able to hit from further out. It allows me, you may have noticed on a lot of the air defense, air-to-ground, excuse me, the anti-aircraft targets, I would knock out the anti-aircraft and then start being able to do that as quickly as possible so I get less damage done to me. Then toss a rocket down on the heavy or more heavily armed bunkers, and I'd be able to basically take those down pretty quickly. One rocket and some gunfire and be done. So I like that combination, and I'm coming to terms with the combination with the IL-40. For consumables, I just simply have first aid dressing just in case I get my pilot or definitely my rear gunner knocked out. That's the most important thing, is keeping him alive. I've gone in and used improved mixture control here rather than engine cooling, and that's just so I've got consistent, better airspeed, slightly better, rather than the 10 seconds. I'm not really sure that a 10-second would be worth it, so I've just kind of stuck with this. I initially had engine cooling, but I've gone with the improved mixture control and found it to be a little bit more beneficial for my playstyle. Last but not least, I don't have this plane specialized, so I don't have anything for the turrets or outboard weapons as far as equipment or consumables is concerned. But for consumables for the forward-firing weapons, I've got the universal ammo, and for the outboard weapons, I've got improved fragmentation. I highly recommend both of those. You know, gives a big old boost to the amount of damage you can do. I can do almost 36,000, exactly 36,000 damage in a pass, and you know, that definitely helps flip sectors. So yeah, I am enjoying the IL-40, and I'm enjoying the Me-1099B2, the German Tier 9 ground attack plane. Different planes, of course, different flying styles, but having a heck of a lot of fun with both of them. Oh yeah, quick reminder, definitely get yourself Demolition Expert as your first 2 points on any ground attack plane. You want to be doing as much damage as possible. yeah, it helps you live a little bit longer. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this particular video. I had a blast, no pun intended. Do you agree with my assessment on the IL-40? Is this something you're grinding towards? If you're still grinding down the Soviet ground attack line, don't worry, it gets better at Tier 7 and above. Whether you're doing the IL-10 or the IL-8, they're both really good planes. And then the IL-20 is pretty darn good as well. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.